All right, let's begin. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Facebook friends. Today I'm in Boca Grande, and we're gonna have a super sweet, nice practice, and we'll begin seated. Find a comfortable position for you. Go ahead and cross your legs. You can also keep your legs straight if you prefer. And we're gonna start to sway a little bit, kind of like right and left, maybe forward and back. Go ahead and hold onto your knees and really stretch your back way back. Maybe your chest forward. And maybe begin to explore some circles. And then you'll find a position right in the middle. Think of keeping your ears in line with the shoulders and the shoulders with your hips. If this at all feels uncomfortable to you, you can always sit on a block or a pillow. Go ahead and close the eyes and take a deep breath. Draw the shoulders up to the ears. And then roll them back and down. Let's bring one hand to the top of the head. And you're gonna just gently tap it. 1, 2, 3. Pretend there's a string here that you're pulling up all the way up to the sky, keeping your spine long and straight and light, and then bring your hand down. And the string is reaching all the way up to the cosmos. You begin to receive data, wisdom, information, down into the crown of the head, into your brain, down the spine, into the sit bones and tailbone, growing roots into the earth. So this data, this wisdom is coming in through you, and you bring it down to earth. Relax the muscles of the face, especially around your jawline, around your eyes, your forehead. And give yourself a nice, gentle internal smile with your eyes, your lips, your heart. And now let's tune into the breath. Just notice your breath as it is natural. See if you can count how many seconds you inhale for and how many you exhale for. Without controlling the breath, simply letting it be natural. And if you'd like, you can start to control the breath a little bit now, meaning allow it to be a little longer or as long as you can make it. Then maybe you pause at the top and then exhale. And see if the exhale can be a little longer than the inhale. Go at your own pace, at your own count. So if you do 4 seconds in, maybe you can try 5 or 6 seconds out. Relax your legs, hip flexor area. We'll draw one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly, chin in slightly, bowing to yourself and calling in a personal intention for your practice. A beautiful Friday morning. They say Friday is ruled by the planet Venus, and Venus has to do with all things beautiful, and music and art. Another deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth. Palms together to the heart. May we feel. To our lips, may we speak. To the forehead, may we see. And to the crown of the head, may we know. May we know truth, love, reaching all the way up to the sky, turning your palms out and circle your wrists one direction, and then the arms down by your sides. Spread your fingers, feel the webbing between them. Once you get to the bottom, circle the wrist the other direction, sun breaths, reaching the arms out and up again. Now, make fists with your hands. It's gonna feel different now, and circle the other way again. Back down. Feel this all the way up to your forearms, and circle the other way. And then release, and down by your sides. Now we're gonna bend in and out, bringing awareness now to the elbows. We can also draw the arms in and do kind of like a circle. Checking into the sensations here, gently waking up our joints, one direction and the other. And then we can release the hands back down to the knees. So take it to the shoulders. Up, inhale, hold. We're gonna exhale mouth and drop the shoulders. 2 more. Last one. And let it go. Up, back, down. Up, back, down. And reverse. Awesome. Back to neutral. Now let's find rotation in our torso. If your legs are falling asleep, or if you're feeling them kind of tickling, bring your hands back and extend your legs forward and just let them breathe a little bit. Shake them out. If you want to stay in that same position, go ahead and stay. But if you did bring your legs out, go ahead and switch now so the other leg is in front. Hands to your shoulders. We're gonna inhale nose, exhale either nose or mouth. You decide. You're home, so it's okay if you exhale mouth. It looks like this. So it's a little fast breath. In, out, in, out, in, out. You decide if you want to keep your head facing forward and so that you're just rotating here, shoulder and thoracic spine, upper back, or if you want to turn your head as well. Eyes open or closed, you decide. Keep breathing. And slowly we'll bring it back to center. Release the hands back down to your knees. Take a moment of stillness. Feel that string at the crown of the head gently pulling you up. Extend your roots to your tailbone, your sit bones. Breathing, breathing and feeling. Okay, opening eyes, arms out to the sides. And then let's reach over one side and then the other. Moving it side to side. Choose whichever side you'd like to go to. Plant your hand, flip the other hand up and over. Let's find a nice stretch in the side of the body. So as this top hand is reaching up, that hip of that same side is reaching down. So we're reaching in opposite directions. You can try bending that other arm, bending at the elbow. And then let's find some movement, reaching back and forth. Inhale, open heart. And then exhale, draw the heart down to the knee and reach your hand away. Explore movement here. Inhale. And exhale. This arm that's moving can be straight, can be bent. With an inhale, we'll bring it back to center. With the exhale, we take it to the other side. Flip, up, over. Spend some time here. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Reach in opposite directions. Exploring bending at the other arm. Taking a little bit deeper. And then explore your movement back and forth. Big inhale, open, and slow exhale, close. And let's bring it back up. Inhale. And exhale, slowly release. Close your eyes for a moment and feel. Noticing the sensations. Free flow of energy up and down your torso. Deep breath here. And sigh it out. All right, Find your way onto all fours, cat-cow. That's either reaching your legs by your sides like this, or you can cross them, rolling over your crossed legs, and then open your feet in the back. Let's sit back. Your knees are about hip distance apart. Sit bones towards your heels. Hands wide as your mat. And then we're going to do thoracic spine cat-cows here. That means that we're going to look forward or maybe up and shoulder blades draw in towards each other. And then exhale, chin, chest, and you push away. Inhale, exhale. We'll do that 5 times. I don't know if you can hear a kind of weird sound coming through, but the bald eagles were flying around. So cool. Really loud. And then slowly back to neutral, back to center here, and walk your hands further forward, and then we'll bring it back into a full tabletop position here. Let's find our neutral spine, find our dental core activation. We'll do 5 kegels, so pelvic floor engagement, we release. That's where it begins. Engage, release, engage, all internal actions. We can't see this, you can totally feel it though. Now lower abdomen's gently drawing in, ribs in, and then our neck is going forward and back in, turning on those deep neck flexor muscles, making sure that we can feel when we're in that head forward posture. When we're on our computers, on our phone, and remind yourself to use your neck muscles to pull it back in, almost like we're doing a double chin. Keep that neck in to the tailbone up, down. Just the tailbone. Try not to move the upper back or your neck, so that you isolate the movement just towards your low back. Now circles, one direction, and the other. Now if you start to feel your wrists, your hands is a little too much, remember we can always come onto our fingertips. Now your wrists are straight. Back to neutral, full cat counts. Inhale, looking forward or up, tailbone up, belly can hang, and then exhale down, pushing away. And then inhale now, going so slow that you can totally feel sensation here. And if you at all feel any pain or discomfort on the low back, ask yourself, am I going too deep? What if I stop way before I feel that sensation? Find your lateral extension, side to side. And find your nice circle, combining all points. Wonderful. Let's bring it back to neutral. Get off our hands, curl the toes behind you, sit back on your heels. And here we want to maintain. Notice the toes are in. Nice stretch for the sole of your foot and your toes. If it's too much, we'll sit up like this, right? And we can go up and down as much as you need to. Ear to shoulder, shoulder to hip. Gentle, nice core activation. And then let's go ahead and interlace our hands like this and just circle. One direction and the other. And then slowly release, hands back to the lap. We're going to do 2 breaths here. Inhale, nose. Exhale, nose or mouth, your choice. Doing your very best to focus on that breath and not so much on the sensations you're feeling on your toes. And then slowly, hands back down to the floor. Lift your feet, point your toes, gently tap. Let's bring the knees a little closer together on the feet and sit back, keeping your toes pointing back and your heels pointing up. Okay, you're going to bring your right hand towards the right knee here, and you're just going to lift a little bit, and then use your fingertips to kind of pull the skin of your quadricep up a little bit, and then left hand to the left knee, gently lift and pull and bring it back. Find that neutral spine. Neck stays in. Hands can stay on your lap. Go ahead and close your eyes, and we're going to go for 2 breaths here too. If we can inhale for 4 or 5 seconds. exhale for 5 or 6 seconds. Count in your head. Gently opening eyes, hands back down to the floor. Lift your feet, circle the ankles in the air now. Let's extend one leg back. So stretch it out, toes on the floor, and reach your heel way back. Stretch out your Achilles and your calf. And then bring that knee in. We'll do the other one. Reach back, stretch it out. Wonderful. Bring it back in, hands back to the knees, and now we're gonna kind of kneel up. Allow those knees to be about hip distance apart. We're going to utilize the top of the feet pressing down. We're going to activate our glutes, squeeze them in. More of a posterior tilt, reaching forward. Hands to the thigh, neck is in, ribs are in, leaning back. Activating your quadriceps, turning them on. Breathe, feel. And then slowly bringing it back up. Shake it out a little bit, release. We're going to do one more. Reroot, activate glutes, a little bit more of a posterior tilt, drawing that neck in, leaning back. Maybe this time your hands can go forward, and then checking in here. Back to center. Nice job. Slowly release, hands down to the floor, and extend one leg back, and then the other, full plank. Notice your feet, notice your hands, notice the stance here, notice if your hips are way too high or way too low. Where is it in between? You can activate core, your legs, neck is in. Big inhale here. Let's bend our knees, push it back, find your down. If you feel the need to kind of walk the feet a little bit further forward, please do. But keep your legs bent for now. Ribs are in, neck is in. And can we pivot side to side, turning our toes to the sides. Heels side to side, knees and hips, all turning. And then back to center and pedal your feet. Right heel down, bend your left leg. And hold that for a few breaths. Or if you like to pedal a little bit faster, go ahead. Spend 20 seconds here in your down dog. Lowering, feeling. Maybe even bringing your feet together, lifting one leg and the other if you like. Whatever you like to do here. Feel this first down dog. 1 of 20. Just kidding. If you know me, you know that we probably do 1 or 2 if any. Finding your stillness now. Feet remain about hip distance apart. Let's go for calf raises. So heels high, activate your calves, and then slowly down. Once you make it to down, the heels might not touch the floor, but lift your toes, any amount. Toes down, heels high. Inhale. Heels down, toes lift. Exhale. Keep going, 3 more. Last one. Wonderful. Slowly. Heels stay high. Tippy-toe your way forward. And then walk your hands back. Walk back, walk forward. You're going to meet halfway. Keep those feet hips distance apart. Hands to your knees. Let's bring it up halfway up. Draw that neck in. Feel the torso connecting here, turning on that internal weight belt, turning on your glutes here. And maybe you release the hands and then feel your musculature supporting your here. If you feel any pain on your back, please use your hands here for support. And let's rise, roll it up. Shoulders up, back and down. Up, back, down. and forward. All right, let's bring it back to neutral. Your feet are going to be more or less hips distance apart with your knees pointing forward. Neutral through the low back here, through the pelvis. We're not going into anterior tilt. More neutral, ribs in, neck in. Let's salute the sun. Let's start with reaching our arms behind us without flaring of the ribs, right? Reaching back, feel where your edge is. Big inhale, out and up. We look forward or up. Gratitude for the sun, the fire. Thank you, sun, for rising each and every morning. And as we fold forward, hands down to the floor, touch the earth. Thank you, earth, Mother Earth, our home. As we look forward, inhale to the water. Thank you, water. Exhale, folded. And drop the hips a little bit, rolling up the spine, flexion with the spine. Take a deep breath in. Thank you, air. And as we bend at the elbows, open your heart, Care Bear stare. We give love, we receive. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold it. Keep going on your own. You know all the different arm variations you can do here. Back, sides, forward, prayer hands. And as you flow, you find your personal gratitude. Who or what are you grateful for this morning? Your half salutations. Inhale. Who or what do you salute to? Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Another way to come up is hands in to the hips, flat back here, core is connected, flat back all the way up. If flexion of the spine is not working for you, you can try that one. Inhale up, hands in prayer down the middle. Exhale, fold it. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Hands back to the floor, walk it back, find plank. 1, 2, hold it. Deep breath here. And then exhale, knees down, bend at the elbows, lower, and then back up. Can we do 3 to 5 of these slow push-ups? If you need to get those hands wider, please do. Allow this push-up to be your favorite push-up, however you like to do it. Once you're done, we'll take it all the way down to the floor. Once here, go ahead and point your toes, roll your shoulders back. As we press the feet down, activate our quads and our glutes, we lift, maybe no hands, and slowly down. Let's do one more. Shoulders back, press, squeeze, and lift, no hands, and down. Curl the toes behind you, knees on the ground, push it up. Take it back, release your toes, and big circles, dancing lion. We'll do about 3 circles, one direction. Use breath, and then you'll reverse, other side. Go ahead and combine some rolling waves, going back and forth here. Some circles. Allow your whole body here. Allow yourself to flow naturally or organically. About 20 more seconds here. You want to do some low push-ups here, feel free. All right. Then we're going to roll forward. Curl the toes, lift the knees, plank. Push it back, down dog. Let's bring our feet closer together. Heels rise high. Right leg lifts. Hips are square. Flex, demi-point, or point your right foot. Notice if when you lift this leg, your right hip goes right into open hip. Can you keep it square? Can you keep that integrity? Release that left heel down. Oh my God, my foot is touching the back door. And then we're going to bend that right leg, rise high on the ball of the left foot, and roll the knee forward as you shift the shoulders over the wrist, rolling knee. Kick that leg back up, inhale, reach with your heel, bend, exhale, forward again. We're gonna do one more. Inhale, kick. Bend it, exhale now. Let's see if we can step that foot between the hands. And if you didn't make it all the way, grab your ankle with the right hand and push it forward. Let's step our left foot out to the left. And feel that back heel reaching back. This front knee stays right over your ankle. Kind of reaching forward, so they're reaching in opposite directions. Core is connected, gently pulling up. You can have your hands on blocks, on the floor. Can we root down so much, press down so much? Feel your leg muscles activate, core muscles, that we can lift the hands and reach them back. Draw that neck in. We have that internal corset on. Our legs are so strong. Big inhale here. Maybe if you want a little more challenge, arms forward, biceps by the ears. If that's too much, don't do it. How's the core? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands down, back knee down. Release the back toes. Let's rise. 90-90 position with your legs. We're gonna go into more of a posterior tilt with our pelvis. Foundation is drawing in towards each other. Once you do that, you feel your quadricep activates and this hamstring, the front leg, activates as well. You start to feel nice stretch right here on the hip flexors. Let's bring our right hand to the right hip, and our left arm is reaching forward and up. Big inhale up, and then exhale a little to the right. Your right hand can either stay on your hip or maybe it reaches down to the floor as your left hand is reaching over to the right. Okay? Your job is to feel and maintain this left hip staying over your knee. So it's not going over to the left. Okay? You're not collapsing. You're staying strong with the foundation. Big inhale here. And then exhale slowly. Let's bring it back to center. Now step that front foot back a little bit. Okay? Hands can go in prayer here and press them into each other. Lean forward. As you lean forward, you're going to feel this right glute turn on, right? So keep it active. Curl your back toes. We're going to lift that back knee. Lean. Here you are. Your feet are still hips distance apart. Now we're in a high lunge. All right, you guys, from here, keep leaning forward. Keep leaning forward. Go ahead and lift that back leg. Finding your warrior 3 here, core connected. We're gonna bend that back leg and draw the knee in slowly. And then slowly take it back out into your warrior 3. Now you may release your hands as well to the sides, maybe bend forward, and then bend the leg and bring that knee in again. Dynamic balancing. We'll do one more. Finding, and remember, warrior 3 could also be right here. Doesn't need to be parallel to the floor. Maybe this is where the work is today. As long as you have that alignment, ear, shoulder, shoulder, hip, hip, ankle, in that nice straight line. All right, let's bend the standing leg and step that left foot back. We're kind of reversing, right, how we came in. Hands back down. Let's step our front foot back, finding your plank position. Many options here, either no knees or with knees on the ground, lower it down, or right from here into down dog. If you lower it down, then you can come up to cobra and then back to down dog. All right, let's bring the feet closer together again. Right heel towards the floor. Left heel, left leg lifts. Now do it very slow so that you don't open that left hip. We don't want to go right into open hip. Keep it square and feel that. Feel the stretch on the back of the right leg. Flex any point or point your left foot. Now let's rise high on the bottom of the right foot. Bend your left leg and draw the knee forward. Rolling knees, shoulders over wrist. Bring that knee real close to the chest and kick back out. We'll do 3 of these. That was 1, 2. Inhale, kick it up. And bend, roll it forward. Step the foot closest to the left hand. If it doesn't go all the way, you help it out. Right foot in line with your right hand. So step it out to the right if you need to. All right, so we're reaching that back heel way back. And this front knee forward, keeping it over your ankle. Legs are strong and active. This left glute turning on. Belly in, ribs in, neck in. This is 1, 2, we set roots down and rise. Hands back, belly in. Notice how I'm not coming all the way straight here. I'm staying here, keeping neutral spine. Neck in, breathe, breathe. If you want a little more challenge, arms forward, biceps by the ears. If you at all feel your back, keep those arms back and strengthen. Feel that connection with that internal muscle. Big inhale here, and then exhale, hands down. Back knee down, under hip. Release the toes and rise. All right, a little more posterior tilt. Foundation is drawing towards each other. Feel that activation in the right hip flexors here. Left hip. Right arm forward, up. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, over to your left. Maybe this left hand stays on the hip or down. Oh my God, you guys, the sun is rising right over there and it's like right on my face. Yes. Thank you, sun. Thank you, fire. Up and down. Relax the face, the jaw. And slowly back to center. Hands in prayer, press them. Slide that front foot just back a little bit and lean. Turn on that left buttock, curl back toes, and from here, we press, root, rise. Okay, and we start to lean forward. If you need to step the back foot a little closer, please do. And then from there, lift. Core is connected. You can point, demi-point, or flex your back foot. Find where you need to be careful here. Where your warrior 3 is for today. Bend the back leg and drop. Let's do a couple more of those. See where you want your hands together, released, forward. Pay attention. Our body is constantly following the images and the words in our head. So pay attention to that as well. Whatever we're telling ourselves, our body's like, all right, let me give you that.
For us, we are free. We're together. And we're going to always be together.
Slowly down. Step it back.
Bring love.
And down.
Bring love. Don't hurt them. Just love them.
Step it back. All right, here we go. You decide. Stay in plank and then down dog, or no knees or knees, bring it down, low push-up. Maybe a nice cobra here. And down. Curl the toes, knees on or off the ground, push it up. And down dog, take it back. Allow your feet to be as wide as your mat, your hands as wet as your mat, and walk your hands back a little bit so that you can kind of feel your heels almost touching the ground here. So wide down dog. Big inhale, and then exhale, you're pushing to kind of try and bring your torso between your legs. Big inhale, and exhale. Walking your hands back towards your feet. Hands to your hips, flat back, inhale. Or connection here, turn on that internal corset. Exhale, rising. Wonderful. So here your feet a little closer together. And then we're going to walk it towards the middle of your mat. We're going to do a little work for our upper back and also inner thighs. We're going to practice our teacups today. Allow your feet to get wide and your toes to turn out about 20 degrees. Go ahead and bend your legs. You're going to go up and down. This might not be the best stance for this. Up and down. And then find your goddess stance, keeping those knees over your ankles. Now, I want you to also be very mindful, especially as we're moving, where the weight goes on your foot. Notice if it's kind of way into the arch in your inner ankle or more towards the back. Try and keep it even, okay? Try and keep it even. So maybe you need to really press into the ball of this big toe and really press onto the outer edge of your heel to kind of even it out, okay? So find your goddess. Let's have our hot teacups on our hands. Our palms need to stay facing up the whole time. So here we go. Right hand reaching over to the left side. Present your teacup forward. Bring it around by the side. Bring it behind you and over your head. Keeping that palm facing up the whole time. Reach again towards that left corner. Now we're going to bend at the elbow and bring it in. Beautiful. Other side. Reach over to the right and forward. And left. Back behind you. Nice extension here. Over the head. Reach it to the right. Bring it around again. Internal rotation of that shoulder. Bend and back in. One more pass each side. Maybe a little faster now. Last one. I know it's burning right now. If it's too much for you, just straighten those legs. Listen to your body. Wonderful. Once here, straighten the legs. Release the hands, shake it out. Toes turn forward, so your feet are hip distance apart. Grab a hold of your hips. Use your thumbs to guide the tailbone down and then push your hips forward. Bring it back in. All right, let's turn those toes out again, heels in. We're gonna do one more with both hands together, okay? Find your goddess. You're a little more warmed up now, so feel maybe you can go a little lower. Just make sure you can sustain this, right? Palms facing up, both hands reaching forward. Here are my teacups, over to the sides. We're gonna go into a really nice extension here of the spine, behind you, over the head, fingers face each other. And then forward, reaching your hips back, chest forward. This is where I drop my teacups usually. And bring it in. Awesome. Let's reverse that. Back. Beautiful. One more pass forward and then back. Use your breath. Internal smile. And last one, back we go. Beautiful. Straighten those legs. Toes go forward, hands to the hips. Guide your tailbone down and your hips forward. Beautiful. Bring it back in. Toe heel your feet a little closer together. And we're gonna find a nice figure 8 here. Really reach your hips. Nice little stretch. After having that goddess position for so long, and reverse. Right, let's bring it back to neutral. Finding some stillness here. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring our hands together and create heat. Creating heat, rubbing them together. And I want you to just kind of imagine like you're brewing something here with your hands. You're putting all your love and good intentions into your hands here. And we're gonna do one pass all over the body. And so you're kind of showering yourself with whatever it is that you're brewing up here. And so we're gonna bring that heat to the hands. You can do this Reiki style, like not touching your body, or you can touch. May we see with eyes of love and compassion, forgiveness, acceptance. Bringing up, hands up and overhead, clearing away any limiting beliefs we may have. To the back, to the neck. We're going to brush our throat 4 times, twice with each hand. Our communication center. We will be honest and clear with our word. Reverse prayer down the middle. May we feel underneath the chest. Bring it behind you. Thank you, air, this wind, so beautiful. Let's give a nice little circle massage here towards our kidney area in our adrenals sitting right on our kidneys, processing the stresses of life. And as we start to fold forward, bring those hands behind you. Thank you to your glutes and your buttocks. We're sitting on it all day. Well, hopefully not. Hopefully we're getting up, right? Throughout the day, not sitting on it all day. Thank you to our feet and our toes, ankles, shins. Thank you so much. Thank you, knees, so much. The quads. We're going to crisscross once around our reproductive center, sending so much gratitude to this area, into our digestive center, our stomach, processing our foods and experiences, and then to our heart, our emotions center for processing emotions, to our shoulders and arms, shake it out. Self-love to our whole body, our whole being. Now we're gonna go into shaky, shaky. This shaky can be very soft. The shaking can be a little faster. You can even jump if that's safe and healthy for your ankles. Shaking for happiness, shaking for health. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Just allow yourself to kind of be silly and shake and move and whatever the body wants to do right now. Hey, if I get to look silly, you too. And nobody's watching you. Once you feel you've had enough of your shaking, you can either continue or we start to slow it down. Slow, 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 and then just land. Be aware of the free flow of energy up and down the body, on the fingertips. Aware of your breath. And we'll begin to regulate this breath as fast, right? You feel your heart beating by taking long, slow, deep breath. And just watch yourself in this moment, how you can come back into regulating the nervous system, regulating your breath. Slowly opening the eyes if you're closed. Reset your stance if you need to. We're going to do one salutation to make it back down to the floor. You decide where the arms go. Big inhale, let's reach. Finding gratitude again. If you want to say thanks to the elements, you may, or maybe someone, something. Fold it. Inhale. Exhale. And then hands down. Walk it back. 1, 2. Finding plank. Hold it. Knees down to the floor, closest to your hands, feet to the side, and we sit. And bring your feet forward. All right, then slowly, I'm just gonna lower this. Yeah. All right, here we go. We're gonna take it back, or it's connected, take it back. A little kind of posterior tilt here, drawing the tailbone forward. Once you're on your back, hug the knees in and rock it side to side. All right, let's do a little core here. So we're gonna bring our knees over hips. We're gonna practice our set points. Our ankles in line with the knees, so it's a bent 90 with our legs. You decide if your feet are flexed, demi-pointed or pointed, and you decide if your knees are hip distance apart or together. You can try, do all of it and feel. Really connect with your low back, with your hips. How does that feel? Now, pelvic floor engagement, lower abdomen toning in. So we have the bandha as the energetic centers. And so that would be Mula Bandha at the pelvic floor, gentle engagement. Uddiyana Bandha below the navel, a gentle toning of this area. Your head can stay on the floor, arms can stay on the floor, or you can lift your head off the floor and your arms, if that's okay, on your neck. Then we start to draw the feet forward and knees forward. And you're really, really so connected to your body and what's happening that the moment you feel that the activation went from your front to the back, you gotta stop, breathe it in a little bit and hold it. Set point. You can come a little bit higher maybe. and reconnect. You can close your eyes if you like and just imagine this internal deep core muscle that connects to the pelvic floor. It comes all around your side and underneath your six pack, underneath your obliques. It's a big, big muscle. It should turn on automatically as we're doing day-to-day things, but with sedentary lifestyle, with sitting too much, we kind of lose connection with it. And then slowly bring your feet down, head down, arms down, relax. I want you to hold for about 30 seconds there. Break for 20 seconds. Now, if you found that that was a little too much on your neck, you can either have a block under your head or just keep your head on the floor. Go ahead and lift the legs again, together or apart, that's your choice. Toning, connecting, and lifting if you're lifting. And then we draw the feet forward, knees are reaching away, our shins are still parallel to the floor. Set point. I know that I've said this many, many times, those of you who take class with me all the time, but for those of you who are new to me, this is kind of like my prescription. If you have low back pain, of course, talk to me further than that. I don't know what kind of back pain you have, but I used to have horrible back pain. And this exercise, among others, really, really helped me get rid of that by really connecting and feeling and knowing how to use that deep core muscle, transversus abdominis muscle. Slowly bring the feet down, head down, relax. So if you or someone you know has low back pain, my pain used to be on my right side, lower back, and then it would come around the hip and then towards the hip flexor. All right, we have one more for 3, and my recommendation is to do 5 of these. But for timing purposes, we're just gonna do 3 today, yeah? Go ahead and bend, connect, lift, and reach. So the set one's gonna be different for everyone. If you're just starting out, it's gonna feel like you're barely moving forward. But after you practice this for a while, you'll be able to straighten your legs and you would still feel the low back pressing down. You're not feeling like you're arching or activating your back at all because that core muscle is so strong that you're going to be able to straighten your legs without lifting your back. But if you're just starting out, the moment you go forward, you start to kind of overarch your back. So doing that, straighten your legs if that's happening. Feet down, head down, relax. Keeping your feet about hips distance apart here. We're gonna now try some bridges. Your hands can either go by your side, palms up, palms down, curling tailbone, activating glutes, lifting hips up. Make sure the back of the neck is lengthening. So now here, your glutes will stay on. We're gonna kind of draw the tailbone down, and then we're gonna do kind of like a little scooping action and lift it up, down, up. So it's a very small movement. Ribs are staying in. Core is gently active. Notice what your feet are doing. Notice if you're dropping into the edges of the feet or arches, or if you're pressing evenly down. And then keep it up. Keep the hips up. Hold, hold. Arms go up. And then bring them back behind you. Back up. And down by your sides. Like we're doing a half circle or a rainbow with your arms. Keep them down and lower those hips. Relax here for a moment. Create space between the shoulders, back of the neck. You can either stay here, stillness, or if you're feeling called to windshield wiper your legs or to hug the knees in, feel free. All right, show me your right leg up and interlace your hands right around the middle of your hamstring here. We're going to do some hamstring stretches. Flex your foot so that you reach your heel up and your toes towards your face. very gentle, like a 10% resisting of pulling your leg in, and then the leg is kicking out. Then we're gonna bend at the knee. Put the heel down and reach the heel up. We'll do that 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Keep the leg up there, release the hands, and then slowly you'll bring that right ankle to the left. Many variations here. 1, it's right here. 2, lift the left foot off the ground, draw the knee towards the chest. Using muscular engagement here for your resisted stretch, drawing the left knee in and then the right knee reaching away. 4, using your hands, right hand threads between the legs, interlacing with the left hand behind the left leg, now around the middle of the hamstring, or if you reach below the left knee. See what works better for you. And you're gonna pull that leg in, so you're utilizing your hands, your arms to pull. If you'd like to explore, rock a little to the left. Just notice what that does for you on your right hip. And with all this guidance that I give you, you decide the one that works for you. And slowly release, bringing that foot down. And then let's open the arms out to the sides and then bring those legs over to the left for a twist. If you want to use your left hand on the right knee to kind of press it down a little more, go ahead. We're going to do an active twist here. Open and close the book. Right now our book is open. We're going to bring that right arm up and over. Lift your head, using your neck muscles to lift, and then right hand towards the left hand, palm to palm. Then up and back. Open. Let's do this 2 more times. Reach, 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 and open. Last one. And now let's see if we can bring both shoulder blades to the floor. You can do that by lifting your left shoulder, bringing your right shoulder blade down. Now let's see if we can lift this right arm so that the hand is in line with the shoulder. And then explore going up and down a little bit, or a lot. You can try that with the arm bent or straight. You can try that with the palm facing up or down. All the exploration, awareness on shoulder, arm, and back to center. Allow that arm to just fully relax, the whole body to fully relax. Immerse yourself in this experience. When you're relaxed, that right leg might move somewhere, and that's okay. I think I'm gonna start teaching this class outside. It's so beautiful. And then slowly we'll bring it back to center. Hugging the knees in, gently rocking it to the sides. Now we're gonna bring our right leg down. That leg can be bent or straight, you decide, and the left leg is straight. Let's interlace right around the middle of the left hamstring. Flex your foot, a little resistance, pull, push, and then we bend. Down and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Straighten it up, release the arms, and bring that ankle to the knee. We can stay right here. We can lift the right foot off the ground, draw that knee to the chest, stay right here. Maybe the left knee's reaching away. Or left hand between, and then you'll interlace behind the right leg or on the hamstring or below the right knee. See what's best for you. Gently pull in. Maybe you rock a little bit to the right. Maybe not. Maybe that's too much. And then slowly release. Foot to the floor. Keep the legs as they are. Open your arms and draw those legs over to the left. Spinal twist. Open, close book. Stretch that left arm out. Up and over. Lift the head and close hand to hand. Open. Close. Last one. And keep your book open. And then if you'd like to explore movement here, lift this left hand in line with your shoulder and up and down you go. Sand angels. Up and down. I'm just glad that it's November and I can practice outside and it's like 75 degrees. I just love Florida. We can bend at the elbows, kind of like cactus arm. We can draw that palm down. And once you've had enough, just relax the arm, relax both arms and the legs, the whole body. Give yourself a moment to simply be. You've been doing a lot, moving and activating. Now let's just be. And then slowly we'll bring it back to center. Hug the knees into your chest and gently rock it side to side. Let's go ahead and extend both legs up and the arms as well. And we're going to start to shake a little bit. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. You can even get a little bit wider with the legs and the arms if you'd like, a little more straddle. And shake, shake, shake. If you don't want to shake, then you can just be in stillness and you can release the arms down and just keep the legs up. Otherwise, just keep shaking. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8. As I get closer to 1, you go faster. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release, bring those feet down and the arms down. Find your way into your final resting pose. Of course, if there's something that I didn't do that you wish to do, please explore that. And if you're ready for final resting pose, decide if your legs are bent, as mine are right now. We'll call this constructive resting pose. Especially supportive for people who have low back pain. If you'd like to straighten your legs, go ahead and do that. And if you have pillows nearby, I highly recommend you put some pillows under your knees. Feels so good. Arms can be by your side, palms up, or maybe arms up and overhead if that works for you. Hey, you can even get on your back. On your side or on your belly. Wait, Barbara, I am on my back. And if you choose to, and if you want to sit up for meditation, you can do that as well. So this final resting pose is whatever you want it to be, where you can rest. We'll just be here for a few minutes. After stress, we must rest. And exercise, even yoga, is a form of stress to the body, the good stress that we want. That good stress of stretching and twisting and activating our muscles, our physical body, to make it stronger, to make it more limber. So once you've landed in your position, scan your body, like really almost imagine like this kind of laser scanning of the back, all the parts of the body connecting with the ground, just noticing how they've landed. Sometimes we land and like our head is so far back, our neck is kind of like scrunching, so lengthen that neck. Sometimes we land and we still have our hands in a fist, so relax. And as you scan down, you start to notice all the parts touching the floor. Are they supported, comfortable? And then you scan the front of the body from your toes all the way up, and then you start to notice some of the muscles that might still be engaged, activated, and give yourself permission to release them. Especially the muscles around the face, the forehead, the eyes, around the cheeks and your jawline, your lips and tongue. And then once again, give yourself a nice internal smile. Taking a moment for gratitude, thanking yourself for waking up bright and early, showing up for you, your bodies, that physical body, using our postures, our asana, taking care of this physical body. And as we do that, we begin to move energy, especially as we're working through our joints. We move the energy around, taking care of this energetic body. And as energy flows and as we start to feel different things, our emotions, our emotional body is also taken care of. As the energy flows, the emotions get to flow. As we're working on paying attention, noticing the floor, noticing the body, noticing the breath, we're working on our mental body and our ability to be present, to be here in the moment, so that our mental body can live more here in the present, in the gift, and not so much in the past or future where it thinks too much, worrying, remembering. And as we work through all these bodies, ultimately, we're working on spirit, on a soul spirit level. To me, this practice is all about self-love, self-care. There's a quote that I say often. I didn't read it anywhere, I just made it up. So I guess if you use it, you can say it came from Barbara. From the work that I've been doing with yoga and personal development, all the books that I've read, to me, it just comes down to that at the root of any positive changes that we want to cultivate, that we want to create in our lives, we must begin with self-love. That's like at the root. We love ourselves enough to make a change, a positive change. And sometimes it's just hard. How do we find that self-love if we don't have it? Well, it must begin with self-care, taking care of the self, making little things every single day to take care of you, your bodies, the physical, the emotional, the mental, spiritual. energetic bodies. So with little self-care choices you're making every day, it naturally leads us to self-love. So at the root of any positive changes, shifts that we want to make in our lives, we must begin with self-love. And the path to self-love is through self-care. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. And begin to invite movement back to your body. You might wiggle your toes, fingers, turn your head side to side. And a deep breath can extend the arms up and over your head, giving yourself a nice good morning stretch. And whenever you're feeling ready to come back to seated, you can do so through the center or the side. And finding that nice posture you had at the beginning, you can gently tap the crown of the head, find that string, pull it up. And then we'll draw one hand to the heart, the other one on top, the palms together. And then you'll draw the chin in slightly, bowing to yourself, your temple, your heart. Gratitude, thank yourself for showing up, taking time for you, for self-care, self-love. And so in your mind's eye, you may repeat to yourself the magic words, thank you, I love you, and you say your name after. Let's take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Palms together to forehead. And I thank you so much for being present, and thank you for trusting me and guiding you through this practice. Thank you.